Men have endured just a lot that coming out to start talking now feels like disrespect to the male gender. It feels like an attack to men. Let me take you back to the days of our mothers. Some women lived and died childless, not because they could not carry a child of their own, not because they could not get pregnant, but because their husbands, their partners, could not impregnate them. They knew about it, the husbands knew about it, but with the help of the husbands, they kept it a secret and were called all sorts of names and were judged and crucified by family members, society, and friends. Till their last days on earth, they were called names. And guess what? Nobody ever bothered to think that this problem can also be. They didn't even link it up to the husbands because they know it is in a woman's place to get pregnant, to just swallow her stomach and push the baby out. They didn't know that it is a man that has to drop something for that woman to nurture and raise and bring it out in the form of a human being. They called them names, they called them barren, and they lived and died with it. Nobody knew who was at fault, who was unable to do what. And so if you as a married woman can open your mouth today and tell your family, your husband's family members that I'm unable to get pregnant today because my husband is having this health challenge, automatically you're a bad wife, you're a bad woman, you're a witch. You're not ready for marriage. Ladies, listen. You don't have to cover up for anybody. You don't have to come in to fix anybody's mess. You hear me? If after marriage you find out that the reason you can't have a baby is because of your husband, there are two ways to go about it. One, people should know that your husband is a cause of your childlessness. And second, if your husband is not willing to do anything about it, leave. There is nothing else I can say. Do not keep quiet about something like that. Because if the tables were turned around, your husband let the world know that now because of my woman we will not fit born pikin. You hear me? Do you hear me? Stop covering up for people who cannot cover up for you for a second. You did live your life till you die. You live the rest of your life till you die, letting people know, say, this thing is like this because of you. But when you know very well, say it's not because of you. You know, some of these women, if they bring them back for life, I know say some of them, they don't really also they enter menopause, but they cannot turn back the hands of time. You have a position where you feel fix them. Yes, because, you know, the funniest thing is that when the problem is coming from a man, they no ever be ready for follow anything or for go through the right procedures, for get help. That is the problem with them. Most of them, when the problem is from them, first of all, they don't really jam depression. And secondly, You know, when the problem is from them and you're helping them solve it, now a normal thing. When the problem is from you and they have to help you solve that or find a solution, it is so abnormal to a point that, in fact, if you're not careful, now within that process where you could know the kind of person you settle for, instead of keeping your mouth shut or zipping your mouth, let people know let his family members know about it. You see, I am serious when I said, I think I made a post and I said, 40 years and above, single, and we never ever married before. Digger, ask question that you find answer. Not just because, man, 30 years, 35 years and above, man pikin, his sperm quality dey start reduce. Before you go married, start the gain miscarriage, back and forth, then me dey call you, me dey talk say na because you don old, you no fit hold pikin. No say even your own sperms dey fit help you gain miscarriage. Plenty thing dem dey so wey this time around we go need for the talk am openly and clearly. We go use media for something good. No be for the rants, no be for candy show Bobby and Nyash we will not forget.
So in 2025, I paid huge sums of money to 2 different people for services I did not use. This video is not to talk about these people. This video is to educate you, who is probably on your way to making the same mistakes I made, so that you can learn and learn how to make your own research by yourself and stop depending on people. So I paid money for editing classes to a lady, and then she added me to a group, and I later asked her that please, I will withdraw from that group. Since you are a teacher, I will withdraw and join the next group because something came up. I don't want to get back my money. I don't want to ask for a refund since I have not used my money. I don't want to ask for a refund. I just want you to keep it. When I'm ready, I will come join for the next session. So she said it's okay, but till date, she has never had any session. According to her, she now has private sessions. The second one, she talked to me about a digital product which I bought. A whole package. How much was it? Almost $300. I paid her this money cash. And 2 days after making this payment, according to her, we tried logging in, and yes, I saw the digital product, but I needed to know how to go about the whole thing. She promised to get back and did not, and kept saying that other people locked in and they didn't have this problem you are having, but you are having the problem. This video is not to mention their names, but I guess if they come across this video, they're going to understand. They would know what I'm talking about, because I am seeing them online still trying to carry along some other ignorant people and extort money from them in the name of they are teaching them how to make money online. So I chose to give my brains room to work. Yes, I let my brains go to work. I started making my own research, and as of that time, I had an AI tool in my phone, ChatGPT. I know a lot of you are familiar with it. You know, and you have it downloaded in your phones, but yet you're not using it. So I went to ChatGPT and started asking questions. I asked questions and I asked questions and I asked questions, and I got down my answers and I started jotting down those answers. And at the end of the day, I went to my jotter and began implementing those answers. And from that day, I didn't need anybody to tell me anything. Anytime I am blocked, I went back to ChatGPT and then got my answers there. Why am I doing this video? I am doing this video because a lot of us today are online, moving from one platform to another, listening to what people are saying in respect to how you can do, what you can do to make money, do this, do that, and do that. And at the end of the day, it ends with click on the link on my bio and then do this and do that. When you click on that link, you're gonna meet an amount you have to pay. And some of us who are curious, not just only curious and desperate, when we meet this amount, what we do is so when you pay them this money, they fulfill the scripture, monetizing their knowledge. They use you to monetize their knowledge. They use you to make the income they are telling you they are making online. Who are the people making this money for them? You. You who has chosen to be ignorant. You who has chosen to let their brains sleep. You who has chosen not to reason. Please, if you're online, you have a smartphone, I am not going to ask you to click on any link on my bio. Do you understand? A time will come when I will ask you to click on the link on my bio. But before I ask you to click on the link on my bio, I want you to know this. You can do it by yourself. And if you're struggling, you don't know how to use this app, you can tell me at the comment section, I don't know how to use this app. And I will do a video on how to ask the app questions. Even if you want to talk to the app as if you're talking to your boyfriend, you want to make the app your boyfriend, you're going to have that boyfriend and girlfriend talk. Whatever you ask ChatGPT, you will have it. And like I have said, and I will always say it, most of these people coming to teach you how to make money only go to this app, and some other ones ask them questions and then they cram everything, sit down and lay it to you. They are expecting you to be sensible enough to know how to implement, not that they can teach you how to implement it. Not in the like that one.